26-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Six man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Tomlinson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Look at me. Go up, go up.
2nd and 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got you, boy.
Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Down. 8, read.
Let's go, D.
Shoot.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30. Single receiver, single receiver. Hey.
5.
Single receiver.
Clock now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
Hey, high 7. Now.
Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tomlinson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Rock it.
That's all right.
Hey, rock it. Shoot.
Off the play fake, Tomlinson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, Delta.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. 95's a sand. No, check his mic.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. Screen pass to Lindsey. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready. 60 yards.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ready.
From the 16, Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, team 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Squeeze. Go.
Get wide.
Looking to throw. Tomlinson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
60 outlaw.
Check, 47. Watch, QB drop.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Bravo. 47.
From the gun, Tomlinson. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Throwing again on second down. Locke completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. They look to throw. It's Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And McManus able to put it through. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or too shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 30 on second down, Locke is going to get this one out to his fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready, ready. 10-2 soft.
Bandit. Bandit.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Go, Mike 42, Mike 42.
From the gun on third down, Locke trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Leo.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, Sam off. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot.
Back to throw. Tomlinson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Shift,
Go.
Off play action. Tomlinson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again. Tomlinson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing on third and long. Locke going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now. Hey, echo. Hard. Now.
Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Tomlinson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. And the Raiders first down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Jacobs. And he's got room. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
General West. Look at me. Go. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Tomlinson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. 3 bucks.
Looking to throw. Tomlinson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Tomlinson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No, check, he's Mike. I got you, Pop.
On first down, Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Delta.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Watch the slant. 95, Mike. Watch 95. All day, every
Go.
No, check. He's Mike. So we got me.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On play action, Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Locke going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Smith. Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they took...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready?
Come on.
Hey, Haywood.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hey, watch 13, watch 13. 95 is a sand. No, check his Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
To throw his lock. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Alpha.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Tight, lock it.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Go.
22-jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 35. Here we go. 35's the Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike 35. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
5.
On 4th down, Tomlinson. And that is is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Down. 60 outlaw.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 99.
Touchstone, Travis. Ready?
A lot going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Johnson was the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tomlinson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Tomlinson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
looking to throw. Tomlinson. Johnson's got it complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Broncos, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.